Hi, I'm Daniel Chong, and this is Jessica Bodner from the Parker Quartet, and we're really excited to join you later this December to play a concert for PCMS. Our program later this December is a sextet program with Kim and Effie, and it opens with Richard Strauss's Capriccio, which is basically the opening material from his last and final opera of the same title. The simple plot of this opera is that we have a beautiful countess who's being wooed by two different suitors. One is a writer and one is a musician. And the question that arises from this plot is basically, what is the higher art form, music or words? As a perfect counterpart to this, the other half of the program includes Schoenberg's Verklärte Nacht, which is maybe one of the greatest meetings of text and music coming together at the turn of the 20th century. It is, of course, a poem by Richard Demel, and in this poem we find a woman with her new lover walking through a forest on a moonlit night and confessing to her lover that she is carrying the child of another man. Once one discovers this piece and realizes the message that it tries to convey, one realizes the potency of this meeting between words and music, and it becomes quite inseparable. In between these two works, we have Brahms's C minor quartet. Brahms struggled heavily before publishing his first string quartet. He must have worked on at least 20 other quartets before accepting this as the one that he would like to present. And here we have someone who has toiled away at this string quartet form. It is a work of incredible self-expression, incredible ambition, and ultimately a great example of Brahms in a chamber music setting.
We're so excited about our collaborators, Kim and Effie. Kim was actually my teacher and was a huge mentor for our quartet, but we've enjoyed so many years since then of having so many wonderful collaborations with her. We actually recorded Dvorak Viola Quintet with her last year, and we very much hope that it will be released sometime in 2021. Kim has such a strong and personal voice, so it's always so inspiring to play with her.
And Effie is someone I first met at Curtis. We overlapped for a few years. And he's someone I also played with in the group Echo, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, a wonderful ensemble. And Effie's just a fantastic player. I think he's one of those cellists that has the power of conviction behind everything he does. So we're just truly excited to combine forces with Kim and Effie for this program.
It has been such an honor to be involved with Music for Food, which Kim actually started many years ago here in Boston. She has raised so much awareness about food insecurity and has given musicians a way to make a real positive impact on many people's lives. Through this organization, we have visited with so many people who work so hard to make a real difference, and this connection continues to drive us to bring as much as we can to them.
During this pandemic, like everyone else, we've been spending most of our time, almost all of our time, at home. And some of the things we've been up to are, really enjoying the opportunity to have long thoughts, to not have the hindrances of urgency or time pressed upon us, but to sort of embrace the openness and not worrying about getting somewhere so quickly or thinking something through so quickly, but rather enjoying the thought process and enjoying re-examining many things in our lives. One of the things we also deal with on a daily basis is keeping our 4-year-old son Cole occupied. And for us, over this time, I realized that what he needs most is another 4-year-old play friend. Something that I'm surprised how easily it is for me to be that. We've been making robots and rocket ships out of big cardboard boxes, doing all sorts of painting and other type of visual art, making up stories, having dance parties, and getting into a little bit of coding. So that's been really nice with Cole. Of course, when we do have time and our 4-year-old allows us to, practicing has taken on a new meaning. It almost doesn't feel like practicing, but just time with our instruments. And finally, making sure that we still take care of ourselves physically. When the weather's nice right now, spring is sort of wanting to come, not quite there yet fully, but when it is beautiful, we go out for walks and runs, of course keeping our distance, but trying to enjoy the natural cycle of the earth as well.
Yeah, it's been an interesting time to figure out how to fulfill the days for our 4-year-olds, but then also for each of us individually, and some of our hobbies have taken on a new life. For the last 5 months or so, I've been studying German, and so I usually combine my afternoon walks with my AirPods in, doing my German study, probably talking to myself behind my mask, of course, but speaking all of these things that I'm trying to learn. We've also loved reading The New Yorker right now. It's a publication that has always been meaningful to us, but to spend time to read it has been wonderful. It's especially poignant at this time. The most difficult work we've played, I think I'd have to say Lachenmann's Greedo Quartet.
Some of the things I've been reading are Clive Brown's performance practice for the classical and romantic period, Carl Flesch's memoir, and I'm hoping to get back into Moby Dick again very soon. And one of the shows that I've been meaning to revisit for a long time, and now I'm starting to do, is The Wire.
And I would say for me, the book that sticks out the most as my favorite is John Berger's The Shape of a Pocket.
Our next recording project will be an album that includes Schubert's Quartet Satz, Janacek's Intimate Letters, and Dutill's Anzi la Nuit.